Health, human life, learn, laugh, and thrive. You're gonna laugh so hard it's gonna make you cry. The knowledge we provide will help you learn and thrive. So stay tuned now for a new episode as we turn off the beats and we start the show.
Here we go.
Welcome to Health, Humor, Life. My name is Tyler. Matt's sitting right next to me.
What's up, folks?
Matt, how you doing today, dude?
I'm not doing too bad. How about you?
I'm starting to get a headache.
You need more coffee? You need to go on your third coffee run of the day?
No, I got my free coffee in the fridge still from earlier.
Well, we're up here in Maine for all you lucky fuckers that are down south in the nice warm heat. Because right now we're getting
Ass blasted with snow.
just pounded! Pounded with fucking snow, just pounded! We're getting 3 feet of snow tomorrow, apparently. Between today and tomorrow.
28 inches, dude. Jesus Christ. What are we going to be talking about today, Matt?
We're talking about a mixture of things. We're going to talk about soda, natural ways you can avoid being sick. And we're going to talk about the things that cause illness and sickness in the first place. We're going to talk about how to stay away from those things and how to actually keep yourself from getting sick naturally. Personally, I discovered this probably a few years ago, and I rarely ever get sick during the winter now. Like, I have not been sick once this winter. Knock on wood. So we're going to go into that, and Tyler did a lot of research on soda and a lot of the effects, and we'll go into a lot of the details as to why soda is so damn bad for you.
Yeah, and we have a lot to say, so hopefully we can either get it all out in 30 minutes, or we're going to be doing a two-parter.
Anyway, go ahead, Tyler.
Okay, so when I was growing up, soda was just a drink. I mean, it was bad for you. Like, my mother always used to say, I don't want you drinking Mountain Dew. If I catch you in Mountain Dew, I'm going to beat the piss out of you. She didn't say it like that, but that was the message that I got. Like, talking about how, soda rots your teeth, and, like, that's what it is. That's the negative health effects. It's just rot your teeth. Don't drink it. Moving forward to now, where we've done, research on the topic, the world has just gotten smarter overall and started wondering what's in their foods. You find that soda has some stuff in it that you wonder why it is, because a lot of the stuff I'm going to be talking about is banned in Europe, and we have it here. And in Europe, they still have fucking the same drink. So why is it that Europe has the same drink with different shit in it, but we have bad chemicals in ours because it's not banned yet? That's the type of shit I'm going to be talking about. What were you going to say?
Yeah, it goes the same for a lot of different things in the country. There's many ingredients that are banned in other places, such as glyphosate, that we still have here that are very prevalent still. I mean, that's very prevalent in our country, but not prevalent in other parts of the world because they know the dangers of it. It all goes back to corruption of government, in which most of us, at this point, are aware of now. At least I would think so. Maybe it's just, maybe not. But I think it's obvious at this point that there's corruption out there. And if you don't think so, you should probably come out of the bubble, because there's a lot of shit that you got to look around and kind of see. There's a lot of bullshit going on that we need to stand up as a human race and as an American to put a stop to. And getting the word out there and spreading awareness is step one of that. So with that said, we're going to do a lot of that today.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm not going to be talking about every ingredient in soda just because the list goes on, but I'm going to be talking about the 3 main ingredients in almost every type of soda pop and what the effects are of that. So the first thing I want to talk about is high fructose corn syrup. So that's not in just soda. Actually, the article that I have here, the doctor talks about it, how it's in every shit food. If you look at the back of a label and it says high fructose corn syrup on it, put it back on the fucking shelf, because it's shit processed food. It's poor quality. He talks about that in his article. Do you have something to say, Matt?
Yeah, and if you'll notice that most of your boxed foods will have that in it. Unless it's organic, then they tend to use something different. They tend to use sometimes pure cane sugar, which is a little bit step up. I mean, sugar in general, not good for you. Look at our other podcasts. We'll go into that. We're going to go into it more today. Go ahead, Tyler.
So speaking of sugar, dude, it says that in history we've gone from 20 teaspoons of sugar per person per year to about 150 pounds of sugar per person per year.
That's insane.
You wonder why we're all fatties.
Yep, and if you guys have listened to us before or listened to what I've said about sugar, sugar spikes your insulin. Sugar is very acidic. Sugar stores fat. Whenever your insulin spikes, fat gets stored, especially when it's the content of sugar that you're ingesting.
So 22 spoons of sugar to 150 pounds, at that point, the doctor who wrote the article says, which we talked about, becomes a toxin to the body.
Yeah, extremely. Yes.
So,
It's
like,
toxic. It's very addicting.
ends up causing heart attacks, strokes, cancer, dementia, and of course, type 2 diabetes.
Yeah.
So the reason why high fructose corn syrup is so bad is because as part of the chemical process to make the shit, it separates the glucose and the fructose. So those two are usually bounded together in sugar. High fructose corn syrup separates the two. The fructose goes right straight to your liver. When that happens, the way he talks about it says this allows the fructose to mainline direct into your liver, which turns on a factory of fat production in your liver called lipogenesis. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I hope I'm saying it right.
That should be right.
It leads to fatty liver, which is a very common disease in America right now, like affecting around 90 million people. And it leads to diabetes, which I wonder why.
Yeah. You eat a lot of sugar, your body is, I can't think of the word I'm thinking of. Insulin resistance. Diabetes causes insulin resistance.
Right, but what high fructose corn syrup does is when it separates those two, it bypasses your insulin and fucks with your liver and creates this other shit. See that. So that's why, like, another thing he talks about. But insulin resistance is correct. What were you going to say about that?
So insulin resistance is a condition in which the body produces insulin but does not use it effectively. When people have insulin resistance, glucose builds up in the blood instead of being absorbed by the cells. This is what leads to type 2 diabetes. So insulin resistance happens over time with a crazy amount of ingestion of sugar every day.
Right.
And it doesn't even have to be a crazy amount. If you're eating sugar, like even daily, like over time, you could develop diabetes.
An average can of soda. Can. 16 fucking ounce can. Is that what it is, or is it 10?
12, isn't it?
Don't know. Can of soda, okay? 70 grams of sugar.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, if you guys read the labels on soda, even just a cup of it, and keep in mind, a cup is not a cup that you get out of your cupboard and drink from. A cup is, a measured cup. So usually people drink 3 or 4 times that in what they call their own cup.
I'm drinking a cup's worth. It's like, yeah, dude, that's a pint mug.
There's like 40 grams per cup, if I remember correctly, in most sodas. While we're on that topic, and we dive into the sugar-free sodas, stevia is a better sweetener than the other two. Like, stevia is natural, but there's still a lot of other crappy ingredients in sodas, which we're going to go over. But aspartame is absolutely terrible.
I didn't even cover that, dude.
That's good, because that's what I was looking up. Aspartame, my girlfriend was unknowingly drinking aspartame in like a flavored water type thing, so you gotta look it out for there too. And she was having symptoms of MS, which is multiple sclerosis, like her sclerosis. Like she had heavy legs, she felt like she was gonna die. She was aspartame has been defended by the food industries because they're like, no, it doesn't cause anything bad. Defended by the medical industries, no, it's not that bad. But in reality, it causes a lot of shit. And everything from brain tumors to actual multiple sclerosis to epilepsy to chronic fatigue syndrome, Parkinson's disease, birth defects, lymphoma, mental retardation is one of them listed, Alzheimer's, fibromyalgia, diabetes, the list goes on and on. It's just one of those other toxins that builds up in your system over time that's acidic and that wrecks your immune system that can also lead to cancer. It's a carcinogen as well, I believe.
The problem with the diet soda marketing is it gave the perception that, I'm having a diet soda, I can get a large fry. It gave that perception to a lot of people. I can have a large fry with my burger. It's like, dude, if you're eating fast food, okay, there's chemicals in fast food, people. That's what we're talking about. If you went to a store and made your own burger and made your own fries with different ingredients, it would be a healthy option for you. But you don't do that. You go to McDonald's, who mass produces it. A lot of the reason why there's this harmful shit in our sodas and foods is because the FDA approves of it. It's not lethal in small doses. But us as Americans, the shitheads that we are, we fucking eat large doses of this shit.
Not only that, it's still considered a quote-unquote small dose. A small dose being one that's not going to kill you instantly. These are all, in our society, there's lots of slow poisons that are legal because our society says they're not harmful to you because it's a small dose. This is a dentist arguing me regarding fluoride about this. He's like, no, it's safe, it's a small dose, blah, blah. It's a fucking neurotoxin. Bro, yeah. Are you going to put a neurotoxin in your body? It builds up over time. You're having toothpaste with fluoride in it every day. You're going to have some effects from it. 365 days a year, what is that up to? It still stays in your body. It doesn't all go out of your body. It doesn't even matter. It's still toxic to your body. It still puts oxidative stress on your body. anytime your body is overloaded with oxidative stress, that's when you get sick.
Right. So a woman did this. She drank 2 liters of Coke a day for 16 years. It put her in the hospital at 31, and she was suffering from liver failure, kidney failure, like faint spells, memory loss, like all this shit. And I'll have the video linked in our show notes. You know, the human body's always working to cleanse itself, and if you feed it the right stuff and you fuel your body correctly, it's going to purge those chemicals out of your body. So she ended up recovering after she stopped drinking the shit. Even people go, dude, I'm drinking a soda a day. It's fine. It's not unhealthy for me.
Did she say how she cured herself?
She quit soda.
She just quit. Oh, so her body just repaired.
Right.
Repaired after a while.
Right. But we're getting off fucking topic here, dude.
Yeah,
we're talking about high fructose corn syrup.
So just, I know, that's fine, but either way, just going off that note, your body is capable of healing itself if you give it the right ingredients. And I'm gonna go through that a lot more later too.
Yeah. So high fructose corn syrup. That's not the only reason why it's bad. It takes sugar, unbonds it, and fucks your liver. That's not the only reason why it's wrong, people. Another reason why the process that it takes to do this, besides the ginormous load of pure fructose and sugar found in high fructose corn syrup, as an added bonus, it contains other chemical toxins.
Oh, bonus. All right.
Chemical contaminants used during manufacturing end up in the high fructose corn syrup and our food. What we know, for example, is that I can't even say that word. Chloroquine? It's got to be. Let's have Siri read it.
Chloralkali.
Chloralkali. That's what it says. Okay.
Hey Siri, is soda bad for you? I didn't turn the volume on.
It just led you to a bunch of websites anyway. But I guess Siri pronounces chloroquine is used in making high fructose corn syrup. Chloroquine contains mercury, and there are other trace amounts of mercury found in high fructose corn syrup containing beverages. Now, it may not be a problem if we eat this occasionally, but the average person in this country consumes more than 20 teaspoons a day of this shit, and the average teenager has 34 teaspoons of this shit. Over time, these heavy metals can accumulate in the body, causing health problems.
So you think, like, going to have one soda wouldn't be harmful? It isn't. But the problem is, they put ingredients in there that makes it extremely addicting. Sugar being one of them, some of those other chemicals being one of them. So you go to have one soda, you're going to crave it the whole next week, 2 weeks, or whatever. That's why once you have one, it's easier to have more. That's why I tell people just get away from it. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it.
And it's not just soda. Another thing listed, owned by the same companies, is sports drinks. Gatorade, Powerade. So I'm a huge fan of Gatorade and Powerade. I drink the shit all the time, but I gotta fucking quit it because when I was doing the research today, I found out that all this shit that's in soda is also all this shit in the fucking sports drinks. They said that a good alternative for people that are using Gatorade and Gatorade and Powerade in like sporting events, they say the best thing that you can switch to is coconut water.
I was hoping you'd say that, yeah.
Because,
that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, because actually it contains some of the same electrolytes, I guess, and it hydrates you way better than fucking Gatorade would.
It absolutely does.
So the next shit ingredient in soda is, I don't know if I'm saying this right, but it's called bromelated vegetable oil. This is in a few different sodas. This is in, like, I think the Fresca has it, Mountain Dew has it, and there's another one that has it. But what it does is it has like the effect in the soda as like oil does on water, like when you like oil floats on water,
yeah,
because of the density. So this is what it does: it mixes it with the vegetable oil and like disperses the flavor of the soda. That's what it does. Now I'm going to tell you what's wrong with it. It's banned in over 100 different countries, including the European Union and India. And India specifically banned it in their food and soft drinks. The reason why everyone's banning this shit is because it's used as a fire retardant found in fire extinguishers. It's also found in some flavors of Gatorade, but I think it was bromine or bromine is the chemical that's in this shit. It's considered a chemical because it was used in pesticides, and it was deemed unsafe to consume. It was also banned at one point in 1975 due to it being used in pesticides. The FDA, deemed it as a toxic. So now, when you mix it with vegetable oil, it's great.
Yummy.
They say that the FDA approved that small doses wouldn't be lethal. And again, however, people drink fucking large amounts of soda with this shit. So
yeah, same concept. You're having it every day. It's going to build up in your system over time. The FDA, first of all, the FDA is full of shit, and I'll say that right out there. Like, I don't care what anybody thinks about the FDA is corrupt and full of shit. I don't listen to a damn thing they say. They don't approve supplements, certain supplements that are 1,000,000 times healthier than the shit they approve. That being an example.
Right.
So and people are waking up to this because it's no longer like a secret hidden thing. Like, people are waking up to this. Thank God.
Yeah, I know.
Because we'll make improvements in our society because of it.
I mean, they did a test with lab rats on this shit, and it found out that the lab rats were storing it in their fatty tissues, this bromine shit. Bromine, bromulated, whatever the hell you want to call it. It was getting stored in their fatty tissue. So even if we do eat it, if we do take it, it will be stored in our tissue. Because that's how it works. That's how the chemical works. So if you drink Mountain Dew, you have this shit in your body. Oh, guess you're fucked.
Yep, and here we go. Relating to, it's bromide, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, here's a quote. Bromide is not very toxic. A normal daily intake is 2 to 8 milligrams. However, high levels of bromide chronically impair the membrane of neurons, which progressively impairs neuronal transmission, leading to toxicity known as bromism.
It's got its own fucking disease, dude.
It's got a half-life of 9 to 12 days, it says, which can lead to excessive accumulation, which goes for many a thing. So excessive accumulation, it becomes toxic, has a negative effect on the neurons in your brain, is what it's saying.
So the next shit chemical I want to talk about that's in majority of sodas is real quick.
Let me just add real quick. Bromism is caused by a neurotoxic effect on the brain, which results in sometimes psychosis, seizures, and delirium. Correct,
I read that. Another thing is how you know the shit is in your drink. It's got like a cloudy look. So if you're in a store and you see like a cloudy look in a beverage, it's probably got that bromulated vegetable chemical. The next thing I want to talk about is yellow 5.
Oh yeah, don't inhale bromine gas. You might die. So I guess don't burn the soda and then inhale it.
Burn the soda, huh? It's a liquid, dude. Boil it, you mean?
That's what it is.
But yellow 5 is the next, or any type of dye. Blue 1, red 3, red 5, standing by.
Yeah, let's hear about those.
Yellow 5. So, this shit's also banned in Europe. Banned all over the goddamn world. I wonder why. Okay, so it says when you eat things with yellow 5, you lose zinc, a lot of zinc through your urine and saliva. This actually goes down to high school. When I was talking to my buddies, they were like, yeah, dude, it's like, dude, Mountain Dew lowers your sperm count, dude. Can't fucking drink it, dude. You're gonna not be able to have kids. And I laughed about it, dude. But it's not Mountain Dew that does it, it's the shit. Yellow 5 is... Okay, so yellow 5 lowers the zinc intake. But it says that zinc is also critical for wound healing, sense of taste, smell, immune system function, bone strength, thyroid function, blood clotting.
Testosterone.
Yep. Sperm production. So, yeah, that's right. And even a mild deficiency can produce a wide range of physical and mental problems.
Stop right there. So, sure. A lot of those chemicals do the same thing to different vitamins and minerals in your body. So, in particular, yellow 5 decreases zinc. There's other ones that deplete magnesium, like vitamin D, like anything you can think of, anything the body needs. Processed foods with those kind of chemicals in it will contribute to depleting the minerals your body needs, and that's why we have so many medical issues, mental issues, and everything nowadays. If you guys go back and listen to the podcast on magnesium, I talked extensively about that, how almost everybody's deficient in magnesium. That's why there's so much stress, anxiety, depression, all that kind of stuff. It's like insomnia, high blood pressure. Magnesium affects all those things. So go back, listen to that podcast if you want to know more about that.
Yellow 5 also causes the effects of asthma, hives, tissue swelling. The connection between this dye and asthma was made, and then the FDA started requiring it to be on the list of names in the ingredients label. So the reason why they have to put it on the label, dude, is because it caused fucking asthma in the first place.
Okay, so there's probably many shitty ingredients that aren't even on the labels yet.
Well, yeah. Well, for example, the doctor that we're going to link here that talks about the high fructose corn syrup. He says the chemicals listed in this fucking product. We don't even know about it. I just know about this one, and I know this one has mercury in it. That's what he said about the chloroclide, whatever the hell that shit called.
Yeah.
But there's still a list of shit we don't know. But because they put fucking high fructose corn syrup on the label, we're like, oh, okay, it's that. Made from we don't know.
Yeah, it's a big mystery. Anything that you don't know what the ingredients are on a label of a particular food, it's best to stay away from, or else you're going to most likely be paying for it way later in life. And people don't think about that kind of stuff now. It's like, you know, when people don't exercise right now, they choose to kind of chill instead of exercise, or just not worry about it, or eat like shit and be like, oh, I'll fix it later. Well, by the time you actually get to it, it may be too late. You may live a very miserable, like, later on in life, coming in and out of the hospitals. A lot of my older clients, like, they are regretting their decisions from younger life right now because, I mean, they live miserably. They're on all kinds of medications. Like, if they were to go to a natural diet now, they could heal a lot of things, but their body's never going to be the same because it's, you know, years and years of neglect. So it's worth it now, especially for people that are young out there. I mean, for people that are older too, obviously, to get in better habits now so you don't have to worry about it later. So once you change your habits, it becomes routine, it becomes easy.
In 1998, Yellow 5 was described to have clear immunosuppressive effects. Yellow 5 has been shown to damage the ability of nerve cells to send and receive signals in order for our brains to work properly, to think, remember, reason, and learn. The nerve cells must be able to communicate with each other. In a shocking toxology study in 2006, a doctor showed a combination of Yellow 5 plus aspartame in amounts likely to be found in a single snack was toxic to developing neurites at a level far beyond that expected from the toxicity of each alone. So there's pictures actually associated with this, which we'll post the article so you can see. But yeah, you know, it's bad. That's pretty much the fucking...
Oh yeah, FYI, there'll be all this info we're reading right now. We're going to post links to additional information on all these topics on the show notes on healthhumorlife.com. All you got to do, find the podcast. It should be right on the homepage. Unless you're listening to this way in the future, which is highly possible. In that case, search for the podcast. What episode are we on? 13 or something?
13, 14,
14,
yeah.
15.
Okay.
Just search in that area and you'll find it. And then all the show notes and links will be right there for you.
The ingredients list that I'm reading from right now is from a Mountain Dew. Last podcast, I wasn't going to say the brand, but because I went on Mountain Dew's, like Pepsi's website, and they openly display the information, I'm allowed to tell what it is.
Yeah, I don't see why not. There's no reason not to.
Now, I went on Coke's website because I wanted to find out what's in a can of Coke because people use it to clean the fucking rust off shit. So I was like, okay, I'll go look. And the website showed the nutrition facts and then cuts off where it says ingredients, and then it listed 4 ingredients in the soda, which is no fucking way. Dude, Mountain Dew has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 ingredients minimum in Mountain Dew. And you're telling me Coke has 4? Yeah, okay. Fucking dreaming, pal.
Yeah, not to mention the ones they don't have to list yet.
Right. So I clicked the link of like what, and it doesn't show what's in what and how much of it's in there. It's not listed like prioritized like an ingredients label is. It's supposed to be like the most to less, right? I went on like the list and it just showed like 4 things, and it like you could click the link and you click it and it shows how healthy it is. I'm like, okay, you're right, Coke. So the reason why this is...
Yeah, they had an explanation for everything, like making it sound like it's this awesome thing for you.
Calcium chloride is very new. It contains minerals you need. Calcium and chloride.
High fructose corn syrup, not proven to be anything bad for you.
Yeah,
like that. I can't
it's
remember
just
what they
syrup.
said. Go look at Coke's website. You can see how they try to change everything to sound good.
Yeah. Okay. And then it says, do you want to see our company's view on GMOs? So we're like, yeah, whatever. So we click the GMO research thing, and it shows that they're pretty much all for it because they believe it's a better thing.
GMO is a whole other topic.
Yeah. And
yeah.
Like, so real quick, I want to let everyone know that most of Coca-Cola's products is GMO supported. Like it says on the back of the label, this contains GMOs.
For those who don't know what GMO is, because there are people, it's genetically modified, I want to say organism, but that's not it. It's genetically modified food.
Yeah, food that's been genetically engineered, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing is all of Coke's products, most of them, I'm not going to say all, because most of them, because their water line doesn't have it. Because if they're putting fucking GMOs in the water, we have a problem. Their water line, Dasani, that's Coke, by the way. Smart Water, that's Coke, by the way, for people fucking buying this shit. And I don't like fucking Coke. They can go fuck themselves. But they go pick up a Smart Water. Yeah, you're fucking still supporting Coke. Just want to let you know.
Yeah,
So
a lot of those waters are at the same acidity level as soda too. Not quite the same, I don't think, but they're acidic like the soda. Anything acidic that you put in your body, especially at high levels, will make you sicker. You want to have your body in more of an alkalizing or alkaline state. And then that's what I'll get into, either this podcast or part 2 with this one.
yeah, a quick tip, actually. Water that we've tested, like on our own accord, and water that we've looked up, the best type of water so far has been either spring water that you literally go to a spring and get, or water purified by reverse osmosis, because of that purified process is different than the regular fucking junkyard river Dasani process that they use over there in Detroit.
Yeah, well water is typically pretty good too.
But if you go get a water, look on the back of the packaging, and it'll say purified by reverse osmosis, and that's the water that you guys want.
Yep, I mean, in my case, I go to a spring, physically, with bottles of water, and I go and fill every couple weeks or so, and I fill bottles up with fresh water from the spring. But you don't have to go that extreme. But it's free, so go to findaspring.com, and you can find a spring in your area, which is really cool.
That's cool, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, they don't really advertise springs because companies don't make money from the spring, so why would they advertise it? So,
Right. So that's pretty much my...
So are you going to drink soda again, dude?
I'm going to stay away from it. I don't really want to have memory loss, seizures,
Are you
psychosis,
sure?
and...
How about Gatorade?
Yeah, I'm going to stop that too. I'm going to just go to coconut water, I think. I'm going to try that out.
Have you tried it before?
No. I used to do shots of coconut. Remember that shit? When I was on my 90-pound streak, I was like heating up. Remember the microwave?
Oh.
I'd like melt my coconut down and I'd take a shot of this fucking coconut
Oil, dude.
Oil.
Coconut oil.
Oh my god, dude, that was fucking...
I don't know why you did that.
Because it helped enable my metabolism, dude.
Oh, in the morning?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, why?
You should start doing that again.
Actually, Matthew, I would do it again, along with making my superfoods drink. However, my water bottle got destroyed. You want to tell everyone what happened with that?
Hey, you went to the store earlier, right? We went to Market Basket.
What do you break?
They have water bottles there.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
I got one here.
There you go. So you got a water bottle. Yeah, the dog chewed his water bottle up.
Correct. That's where I was getting with
He
this.
didn't have enough toys, so I guess he jumped up on the sink and chewed it right up.
You grabbed it out of the sink, dude. He grabbed it out of the sink along with the fucking sink brush. What a fucking asshole.
Yeah, he had chewed up all his toys, so I got him more toys. He hasn't done it since.
Hey. But that's my pretty much my spiel on soda, guys. It's not good for you. The fact that they advertise fucking chocolate milk and Gatorade to young athletes is mind-blowing.
Oh my god, the chocolate milk thing. I've literally heard personal trainers tell their clients to drink chocolate milk like when they're trying to lose weight after a workout. And the reason, I get why they're saying it, but it's...
Why? I don't get it, dude.
Because of the insulin spike with sugar recovery after workouts, so like you need to refuel your body. It's like, no, you don't have to refuel your body with fucking hormones and sugar. You need to refill your body with protein and maybe like some sort of healthy carbohydrate if you want to, but it's not completely necessary. So when you're trying to lose fat, you got to keep the carbohydrates as low as you can to a certain extent. Not like none, but...
Yeah, but same with sugar intake. Like, I wouldn't fucking work out and then go... It's like, hey, when you're done, dude, grab a Coke.
Yeah.
It's like, why? Why would I do that? Like, that just fucks you. I don't get it, dude. Like,
I mean, when you're losing weight, if you want to make progress, the key is to spike your insulin as low as possible. So
yeah, right.
Eat carbs in the form of vegetables. That's your best bet.
Which means no sugar. Like, when you say stay away from sugar, it doesn't mean after your workout you can have fucking sugar. It means stay away from the shit, period.
Yeah, and sugar's, like we said before, sugar's very addicting. So you have a little bit of sugar, you're gonna want way more after. That happens to me even when I have it once in a while on the weekends. If I have something sugary, I literally crave more afterwards. So it's like, it's not a good thing. Let's finish up this part 1 with something lighthearted.
What do you mean lighthearted? Fuck do you mean by that?
Something less negative. Because this is all like, a lot of people are hearing this stuff and they're like, holy shit, this is a new paradigm for me. Like, we've heard this stuff for years at this point, but it's now like, after researching even more information, it's more of an awakening for us too, but all these people, they're hearing it for the first time, so they're like, oh, fuck you, it's not that bad, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, well, that's the thing, dude. That's why, like, you know, my mother always used to say, like, high fructose corn syrup, we gotta get rid of that shit in the house. It was on Dr. Oz, Tyler.
Yeah,
that's
you know
her
what?
thing, you know
Dr. Oz actually has a lot of good stuff on his program, surprisingly. For a mainstream program, he actually has a lot of good stuff on there.
Oh, he's been through hell. Dude, they've been targeting him.
Yeah.
Look at the fucking read an article about that guy. You guys want to do a little homework. Go look up Dr. Oz and the shit that fucking guy's been through because of him talking about stuff. We're going to email and be on his show. How sick would that be? Healthy with Life's here.
Yeah, anybody that's talking about this kind of stuff, anything controversial, I mean, we're versed in every controversial subject out there. We haven't even begun to discuss the most controversial ones on this show yet because we're trying to keep it lighthearted while informing you guys. So hopefully you're enjoying the concept so far.
Right.
But trust me, we will get into it. We will get into, you know, everything from vaccines, which is probably the most killer one right now that everybody likes to shout at each other for. And we will get into, you know, we've gotten into ghosts a little bit.
So we're going to do a part 2 of that.
Yep, we got the Paranormal Part 2 coming up. Probably, it's going to be this month sometime. So maybe next week or the week after.
Yeah.
So Part 2 of this will air next week. Probably Paranormal will be after that.
Right.
Since we saged the house and we're good.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's the shit that we're going to get into. Anything from that kind of stuff, you know, maybe we'll even talk about the quote-unquote secret space program that's going on.
Yeah, dude, there's all kinds of shit that the thing is though is we want to cover the basics. Like if you're passing and you're like, I'm hungry, what am I going to do? And then all of a sudden you have that instinct to go to a fast food place and you're like listening to our podcast and it's like we're telling you that shit's fucking poison to your body and you're like, you know, these guys say it's poison. They're pretty passionate about it. They swear every other word. Maybe I should just go to Market Basket or Shaw's. Or
get a Market Basket salad, get like...
Right. Shop and Save or something that's like a local grocery store where they have like salads prepared for you. You can go to any type of grocery store every day and they have pre-made salads for like anywhere between $2.99 to $4.99. You can get that in a water for your lunch every day for under $5.
And if you ever get sick of making that kind of stuff, there's tons of recipes on Health Human Life. You can go and download our free ebook, the nutrition ebook, which has tons of recipes. Just get used to making your own recipes. Get a low-carb wrap, throw some meat in it, throw some condiments in it, throw some vegetables in it. There you go.
Jesus Christ, is it fucking coming down out there, dude.
Yeah, it's snowing. We're getting tons. Here we go. What was I saying? Yeah, we're covering, like Tyler was saying, we're covering the basics because there's no point in us talking about the fucking secret space program that no one gives a fuck about right now because it doesn't really affect your health and what's going on right now.
Right.
So
like, we'll obviously dive into that shit to give you something to think about later on, and you know, like once a week, you know, we might pop one, but we're not going to talk about the space program and then conspiracy theory 2 and then conspiracy theory 3 and then number 4 and 5 to the point where you guys are like, what the fuck are these guys doing? Like we want to be like, okay, cool guys. Yeah, we did one on ghosts and we talked about our life and the shit that we've been through, but now it's back to fucking reality where we know that everyone out there that's listening to us has to make a decision every day on what they fucking eat and drink. Am I right, Matt?
Yeah, absolutely.
So if we can impact that decision and get you guys to not have diabetes and to not have fucking brain problems and to not have all these fucking illnesses, then great, dude. Bonus.
So it's just the start. Next week we'll get into the whole rest of how to not get sick, period. We're going to go into everything from the flu shot to natural remedies to diet to everything that will tell you how to avoid getting sick. Like I told you guys before, haven't been sick all winter yet. Since I started doing these protocols, I've gotten sick maybe one time.
You know, I've been pretty... I mean, I've had my off days like you do, but I have not thrown up sick.
Yeah, no, I'm throwing up sick. Yeah, I haven't had that in years. I don't think I've puked in years.
Oh, dude, we were bumming.
But even I've never even had like a cold.
Like 2 years ago, I think we were fucking hurting.
What, puking?
Yeah, in the condo, like miserable. You remember that? It was like the most miserable week of our lives. We were both ill.
It must have been further back than 2 years.
No, dude, it was like 2 years ago. Anyways.
Anything worth changing for is going to be work. And I'd say your health is worth changing for. Because the only other option, if you don't change habits, you know, getting away from soda, everything we're talking about, down the road, you're going to be paying for it hard because your body's going to be wrecked. And you're going to have medical bill after medical bill and hospital visit after hospital visit. And when you go to the hospital, a lot of times, they'll just make you sicker, unfortunately, with the stuff that they do because they put Band-Aids on things and they don't fix the actual issue. The stuff I'll teach you next time will fix the actual issue at its core and begin to heal your body from the inside out. With that said, I'm Matt.
I'm Tyler.
See you guys next week. Don't forget to check out the website. Free ebooks on there. We have the weight loss ebook, nutrition ebook. There's an ebook talking about how to cure extreme anxiety. That one's actually coming out soon, but if you get on the mailing list now, you reserve your copy. There's more to it. Go check out the website. Check out our other podcasts. Subscribe to our podcast channel and follow us on social media. My Instagram's GetFitMusic, HHL.
T Pushard. How do you spell that, Matt?
It's T push to the hard.
Like
PUSHARD.
No, yeah, it's like push hard, but with one H.
Yeah, there you
I actually used that on a call the other day. Spell your name for me. Push hard, one H in the middle. Oh, I got it. I'm like, that was easy. That's way easier than fucking going Paul, Unit, Sandy, Harry, Apple. Yeah, not doing that shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Anyways, guys, we'll see you next week.
If you enjoyed this podcast or any of our other podcasts, do us a favor and leave us a positive 5-star review on iTunes. It helps us move up the charts and help and entertain more people. See you next time, guys.